Well, of course, Sir Keir is back at it again, boldly talking about rewriting the Brexit deal as if it's become a bedtime story or something at this point. He's like that friend, of course, who after leaving the party keeps texting you about how they should have stayed. But I'm sorry, Keir, but most of the country voted differently, didn't they? And you have also got another teeny-weeny problem. The EU's former chief negotiator, Michel Barnier, is giving him a reality check that's more ice cold than the polar bears too. Because let's face it, Sir Keir seems to think that if he wins the election, he can just whip up a much better Brexit deal, all while keeping us out of the EU single market and customs union. Which, let's face it, I'm sure the EU would just love to roll us over on, wouldn't they? Because it would be kind of like us crawling back and saying, please, we didn't like this one, can we have another one? And who knows, in the EU's position, it might be like us trying to order a cheeseburger but asking for no cheese and no bun, and they might think as well, you might just be ordering a salad, rather than, let's face it, a wet lettuce, which is what I think Keir Starmer is. But anyway, Michel Barnier, the man who knows the EU like the back of his hand basically, doesn't it, has a different idea. And Barnier's message to Sir Keir was pretty crystal clear. No free rides, my friend. If the UK wants to negotiate the Brexit deal, it's an all or nothing deal. You're either in the club or you're out in the code. And that EU single market, well, that's the crown jewel in their eyes, isn't it? Barnier practically shouts there is no room for any kind of unravelling of the single market. It's like telling someone you won't accept a hot dog without the sausage. In the EU's eyes, isn't it? But here's the hilarious twist. Barnier does admit there is some room for minor amendments. You know, those little tweaks to the deal that are significant as rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. To the EU, but I'm sure they'll be massively significant to us. Oh, and let's not forget about this landmark tariff and quota-free trade and cooperation agreement with the EU, which Boris Johnson apparently signed. It has a review penciled in for 2025. It's like scheduling a movie night for the next 5 years from now and hoping that no one falls asleep before the credits roll. And listen, Sir Keir, with all due respect, it's about time you accept that Brexit is what people voted for. We don't want this endless renegotiating of something which, in my view, we should have just left. Because let's face it, if you quit your Sky subscription, you don't keep some of the channels, do you? You then go ahead and do things a different way, like joining streaming services or whatever else. But let's just hope that your dreams of a better Brexit deal to no doubt get us closer to the EU are about as rare as you finding Megan Fox in your bed. Either way though, I still reckon he'll try to do some deal which will no doubt get us closer to the EU, but I think that this has made it possibly harder for him to do that. But anyway, the article says that last night a Tory spokesperson said the answer to every question for Sir Keir Starmer is more Europe. Now we see the price of his renegotiation would be a copy and pasting from the past and rejoining the single market and customs union.